hello and welcome to my channel. Alright, bit of a chaotic morning here with kids, I suppose. Look, I made an order with Amazon a while ago. It actually took ages to get here. I don't quite know why. Go and eat. And this was something I wanted to add to my collection to give me a better kind of scope of what was available to me if I wanted to sit in colour. I wanted to get my first proper Hannah Lynn book as well, in a style that I liked. So I got a number of things and I'm going to show you. Now I may do a flip through in a different video. Oh, okay. Let's see what I got. Oh, right. I'm looking at this going, is this my pebbles? No, this is my gel pens. Okay, right. That book is terribly curved. That's going to need some TLC. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, see, look at that curve. Oh, that's really disappointing. Anyway, I ended up getting the pebbles because this is my intention for the background, to be able to kind of pastelize the background of my page. This is something I've seen Stitcherista use, and there may have been some others that I think have used this, but maybe Belinda, Color Faithful Girl or Color with Faithful, something like that on YouTube. If I can remember, I will try and link her in the description. Alright, so I've got the classic chalks. Now please bear with me, my camera's reset itself and it's not fixed focus anymore, so the focus may be jumping, so I'll try and give it a little bit of time to focus in. So these are the pebbles, bought off Amazon, and I'm in Australia, so they got here. Kibi Girls, this is Kibi Girls. Yes, I can't remember. Jade Summer. No, it's, I can't remember who does Kibi Girls. I just thought they were cute. They were grayscale, and I would like to play with these a little bit more. So these are these chubby faced girls. Don't quite know why they're Kibi. Maybe it's a bit more of a trend. Alright, now, Whimsy Girls. This is Hannah Lynn's latest book. She is working on another one on Kickstarter. If you sign up to Kickstarter, you can select what category you would like to take part in. And these are working girls from, look, it could be any one of us. It's, yeah, the artisty person. So what she's got is she's got a detailed image, and then she's got the blank kind of simple image. And there's two of each of these, so you can see. So there's your astronaut in the simple, and then the astronaut with the detail, so she's got background and things like that. So this originally started, I think, on Kickstarter, and once it got off Kickstarter she released it in the public, and I will do a flip through with that in a separate video. Now, I don't have a colour swatch book, and I got this for my colour swatching. There was a number of books I put into my Amazon cart, and this was the simple chart that I picked to have for me to be able to colour swatch. Now I have found another colorist, and she produces books. I have to say, she probably doesn't market herself very well. Hannah was talking about her business and how she runs her business very recently on one of her videos. She's trying to promote how to be an artist and be a successful business person. So she was sharing how she's an artist. She earns 6 figures, and yet this other girl that I was watching, who is really quite talented, does some really nice reviews on products, has their own colouring books, and you can get them on different paper, so you can buy it and it's watercolour paper, or you can buy it and it's just cardstock paper. And she's not making that kind of money, and it's like, yeah, I don't think you're marketing yourself quite as well. But anyway, I don't have gel pens, and I have seen them in quite a popular medium for colourists to add that highlight and things like that. So I got white, gold and silver, so there's 2 of each of those, and I'm looking forward to using those. I think I last watched Shalene, my colouring book nook, possibly. I was just playing a video in the background, and forgive me if it's not hers, it may have been somebody else's. I was just browsing colouring, and they were colouring in this picture in the bottom of a page, and it was toadstools and things, and they used the gel pen and they put in things that weren't even there, and it was just awesome. And then there's this, and another invoice. These arrived really quickly, but these just, I think they took the slow boat from the States. I'm quite restricted in what will mail to me from the States. I need something more than brute force. I just want to get that seam ripped. There we go. Alright. So I can't get... Oh, there was a set of pens that I got Mrs. Coffee. Chroma. No, Chroma? No, not necessarily Chroma. They were the mushroomy brown package, like a fabric bag with a pinstripe on it. Yeah, I can't get those here, and Arteza cost an absolute fortune. So I didn't ship them. A little bit of damage on these. I think I got these because they're brush tips, I hope. I haven't got a set of brush tips. It looks like a bullet, but no, it does look like a bullet. I'll have to double check, but yeah, I got some Milos. There's not a huge colour choice in this. It was just pretty much a sample of everything. Let me grab my swatch book. This is something that came with a set of Touch New markers off AliExpress. Oh, they are brush tips. There is a bit of flex in that tip. Oh, they feel so nice. I haven't had brush tips before. They look like stackable lids. I'm not going to stack them just yet. But they are alcohol markers. Oh, actually, look. There you go. They stack. I know it's always handy. They're slightly triangular, so they're not meant to roll. They will roll a certain amount. These are my Touch News. Touch News come from AliExpress, and yeah, that's the bullet nib. And then here is the square broad nib. So that broad nib is not as broad as these. So you can see maybe next to each other if my camera will behave. You can kind of roughly see. Let me see if I can get my camera to behave. I hate not having the fixed focus because it means that I'm having to jump around and wait if the camera ever decides to do it. So the new Touch News are slightly rounded rectangles, and then the Milos are triangular. I really like the Milos, and I love the brush tips. It's like, whoa. Now I see why people rave about them. They're just that there's a little bit more give and flexibility in them. Now, if I can think of her name, if I can remember her name, I'll go back through my liked videos and I find her. She found out that there are 2 reversible brush tip nibs. Well, not necessarily brush tip only, but other nibs as well are reversible, which was a major find. Apparently, Copic have a tool to be able to pull out the nib, and you can roll them around. Why Copic have a tool and they don't have reversible nibs, I don't quite know. But if you have nibs that you've damaged in any shape or form, you might be able to flip it around and reuse them. So there's a tip. I don't think Mrs. Coffee has ever mentioned it. I don't watch all of her colouring videos though, so I may have missed that. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a colouring haul that I got from Amazon just to build up my colouring set. I will fill you in on where I'm at in a whip and chat this week, and maybe explain some things, so tune in for that if you want to. I will do flip throughs. Flip throughs I think should be maybe a separate video, and I think you'll get more out of it. So I will do the Kibby Girls and the Whimsy Girls both together, because you don't need a flip through of a colouring chart book because it's the same on every page. That's it. Yeah, I'll do some colouring at some stage. I'll maybe get around to it and try and get my back to play game. So these Milos, they've got the hashtags that they would like you to share in if you've got work. So they've got Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest and Facebook, and it's made with Milo hashtag and Milo markers hashtag, if you wanted to promote the Milos. But that's an 24 pack. Just wanted to see what they were like. As I said, they were $40 from Amazon. So yeah, that was a bit of overtime pay went into those purchases. So yeah, thought I would show you some of this week's mail haul. So hope you enjoyed. If you would like to see the flip throughs and you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Click the ding the bell and have the little brackets going around the bell so you get notified when I do upload a video. I do try and regularly upload during the week, so yes, hopefully you will see that. I really appreciate all of my subscribers. Yeah, and the comments and the likes, and you've no idea as a creator how much we do really appreciate you guys listening to us talk about all sorts of stuff. Alright, check out my other videos if you'd like. I do reviews, I do unboxings of diamond painting. This is just something I wanted to give a go. I've never been a confident drawer, artist. I don't feel like I'm an artist. I have done art. I have actually studied art and history of art back in high school, so I have 2 or 3 pictures that I was very proud of, and one of them I can't find or couldn't find. It was a big oil pastel of a bouquet of flowers, and it thrilled me to bits having this. I have got a couple of nice pieces of art though, of different mediums, of watercolors and stuff, but yeah, I felt like I didn't know where to start and didn't feel like I had anyone who was really teaching me to get what was stuck in here onto the page. So I was a struggling artist and I didn't practice enough. I really didn't back myself enough as a kid. So yeah, it's kind of coming back maybe a little bit. I certainly am artistic. I can certainly see the creativity and the creativeness that I want. It's just the application of getting it brain to hand to paper kind of medium that I haven't quite mastered. So yeah, I do actually need to practice. Speaking of practice, I watched Hannah's business video, and she showed a picture of before and after, and her artwork in 2004 by comparison to today was quite horrific. The change is just phenomenal, how much she's changed, how much her artwork has just become this from something that was really quite naive, I suppose, and simple. And yeah, it's amazing to see if you put in the practice what you can actually get. So this is creating, but it terrifies me. Yeah, just getting the whole colors and things. And that artist that I said had it's Heather and Steve, I think. If you know them, if you're a colorist, you'll probably know her and her photographer husband Steve. They have challenges sometimes on the coloring where they just use 3 complementary colors, or they use 3 colors next to each other on the color chart, and they use 3 opposing colors and things like that in the challenges. And I'm kind of going, oh, now I'm kind of getting the whole color play. And yeah, I mean, I know the color chart and stuff, but it's some of those challenges, and they sell complementary colors, and they show the color grid of all of the different markers you might get, or they give you a choice of buying it blank and then you can do it yourself. And there's lots and lots of resources on that site, on their blog and on their website as well, so they're really, really good. I just don't think they're necessarily marketing themselves quite as well as they could. And her artwork is quite pretty, as in the thing to color in for yourself. So I will make sure I link, I think it's Heather. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the title at the bottom of the page as well. So yeah, a bit of my art haul. I'll talk about it a bit more maybe when I get a chance. And yeah, I'll see you around on the tubes. Bye for now.